Be right there, Jared. And to answer your question, there are conversion kits available. They are like ice cream. They're like a ice cream cone, just the cone part, and some tin foil and some super glue, and that is your unicorn conversion kit. So that is the answer. Thank you very much. I'll be right back. I got to go get my coffee. Alrighty. Hey, Jared, how you doing? Good to see you're still there. Be right with you. Gonna put the boot on my head and get to work here, okay? Yeah. Okay. Alright. I'll take off my hoodie here. It's a little warm. Okay. Alright. Let's get down to it. Let's get down to it, people. Let's get down to it. Let's flip this camera around. Got 7 viewers just waiting. And there you are, and here I am. And we are all together. Good morning, Sarah Meek. I saw your cryptic comment about calling the cops. Man, do you just not have luck with your neighbors? Is that it? There's something's up there, but goodness gracious. Ha ha ha! Spiker Raptor, how you doing? Rum and Red Bull. Sounds like a deadly Four Loko style combination, but okay. Let's see. Jared Gunzel, that is absolutely correct. And I got to tell you that if you look up Vermin Supreme's 62-point plan, I think that's the key phrase that's going to get you there. 62-point plan. And zombies is in there for sure, zombie apocalypse. But I think the phrase 62-point plan is going to get you there. Oh, Jesus, are you okay? Wow, I hope that you are all right, and I hope that you ain't got no whiplash, because whiplash is painful. It's a pain in the neck. It's a literal pain in the neck, and yeah, good times. But hopefully you saw a doctor so that you can sue the insurance company. Yeah. All right. Are you sure your neck doesn't hurt a little bit? Because it could. All right. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I hope your car's running okay, and hope the insurance takes care of all that shit. Yes, Jared Gunzel, that's so true. You are a very wise person, and you've been studying up on things. So that's good. And that definitely sucks, Sarah. Fucking cops, man. What the fuck, huh? Jesus, simple thing. Take a traffic report. No, they got to fucking turn it into a fucking goddamn movie. Fucking ACAB, baby. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Rum and Red Bill. Rum and Red Bill. Am I running in 2024? Dude, I don't know where you've been, but yes, the answer is yes, totally yes, 100% yes. In fact, I am on the ballot in the New Hampshire primaries. I'm there. Look it up on the internet, man. Google. Fucking pigs. Pardon my French. Well, I guess that would be Pochon. Would be French. And even then, I'm not even sure if that was really French or if I just made it up in my mind. 62-point plan. Have you Googled that yet, Jared? See if you can't find that. If you can find that, you'll be a hero, because you can paste the link and everybody can see it. 62-point plan. It's out there, man. It's totally out there. I didn't even write it. This guy, Anthony Knutzel, I believe, wrote it. Oh, no way. Well, that is extremely effed up. What the man, then you gotta weigh the fucking... I mean, do you fucking go to their upper-ups and fucking file a complaint? Or risking fucking further police repercussions and harassment? Or do you just let it fucking go? That is a really tough fucking call, because naturally you want to fucking file that complaint, because they talked you out of fucking filing a goddamn traffic accident report. Although, even though if they didn't file an accident report, it's still got to be in their police fucking logs. So maybe they wrote something up about it that you can access that might work as a de facto documentation for an insurance company. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but you would think that that they would have at least had to write little police notes, right? Doesn't fucking small town communities hold, they live for fucking police notes? So maybe you'll find a little thing in a police notes, officers were called to an accident or some shit like that. Okay. Oh, look at that. Jared Gunzel found the 62-point zombie plan. Jared, you seem to be like a real go-getter, and I just wanted to point out that the Supreme campaign is often looking for interns and volunteers to do mindless, stupid, repetitive tasks. I'm sure that we have some, and since you jumped on this one, maybe you would jump on others. Sometimes it's just research, things like that. However, if you want to take part in this campaign, I would highly recommend that you go to Vermin2024.com. Donate and volunteer today. So, yes, yeah, that's very cool. A motivated person. I don't want to say a young person. I'm just assuming they're a young person, but they could be an old person for all I know. Yeah, it still doesn't make any fucking sense at all, really. It just doesn't. Sounds like the fucking cops were being assholes. Unless there's more to the story, and you're not telling me something, but I have a feeling that. But if you got all the information from the other individual and what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's all right, Jared Gunzel. When you come back, make sure to let me know so I can let you know that you should check out the volunteer button on the thing there. Now, where am I? Then, there, now. Yes, I know. I know why you're all here today, and I know why you've tuned in, because it's all over the news, and we'll get to it. Don't you worry, we'll get to it. And I'm feeling like I'm teasing you a little bit, but if you know, you know, and if you don't, you will. And so it's all good. And so let's have a little coffee. Let's sip a little coffee. Oh, no worries, rum and Red Bull. No worries. But check out Vermin2024.com. Vermin2024.com. And boom, there you go. B, capital letter B. Hey, Verm, it's your birthday today, and where's my fucking pony? Your pony is undoubtedly in the mail. You might want to consult with your local postal service provider, and it could, don't want the pony to end up in the dead pony office. It's a really smelly place, really horrible, a place for lost ponies. Okay, that's fair. Well, I appreciate that your attempt, Jared. How about you just start? Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you copy and paste it one point at a time? So just copy the first point, and then we'll all follow along, and it will be pretty fucking exciting. Okay, Jared Gunzel, if you're going to do that for me, you definitely want to go to Vermin2024.com and hit volunteer, because you are a motivated person, Jared. You are impressing me. It's not often that a random viewer come and impress me like this much. Hey, Toad Ranger, how you doing? Well, I'm glad you asked, and I'm sort of unhappy that you asked, because it's a terrible, terrible, terrible situation going on over there. Terrible, horrible. Jared Gunzel, we didn't need that part. No, just give it the 1 point at a time. Number 1, boom. Number 2, 3, boom, boom, and it will be crazy fun. So anyway, Toad Ranger, I have offered a solution for this the Middle East terror bullshit, and that is, of course, a 2-state solution. 2 states only. Well, not each word, Jared. No, just get the first point, the number 1 dot, and then what it says, all the words after that, and post that in there. Because it looks like you're still trying to put the link in. I don't think it's going to work. Toad Ranger, back to your question, and hopefully, yeah, it is the 2-state solution, and of course, that is to make Palestine in Israel America's 51st and 52nd state. Obviously, we're paying way more money to Israel than we are any other state, so why not, bring them in and make them a state, and then actually physically relocate the states, because of course Israel was created out of land that was there in the 40s at the end of World War II and all that jazz, as history will tell you, and I say move Israel over here to the United States of America. I mean, we'll just make it the 51st state. Or, okay, make it 52nd state. I don't want to diss Palestine. And, okay, so that could be in Wyoming. Okay, Wyoming, big open plains, plenty of land. And I'm sure if we looked at a map, we'd probably fit Israel right inside there. Okay, so that's that. The Israelis are safe and sound. They're like in the middle of Wyoming and like they are totally, secure. You only have the fucking goddamn American fucking stupid Nazi assholes. And they are, and quite frankly, between you and me, they don't really compare to Hamas. So that's it for the Israeli side. Palestinian side, we'll move Palestine. We'll move the Palestinians and make Palestine the 51st or 53rd state, depending on how I'm feeling that day. And I was thinking Texas. Now, I know there are some minor problems with that. Oh, Jared Gunsel's, okay. All right. Yeah, there you go. Spicoraptor, set Jared up right. And not only that, reach out to him and hook him up and make him join that organization that you have formed, young people or students or whatever it is for Vermin Supreme. Guyman, human person, very good question. Jared Gunzel, too high right now, but Spicoraptor could start doing it, I guess. Spicoraptor, you're well on your way. Okay, so number one, number one on the 62-point plan for the zombie apocalypse, brush your teeth. Boom. Okay, so that's number one, and we're just waiting for number two to pop up, and then we'll talk about that. So yeah, happening. But at least that's the link. So we got the link if somebody wants to link there, but they could search that up themselves. So yeah, two-state solution, and yeah, happen. Simple. So yeah, Spicoraptor meet Jared. Jared meets Spicoraptor. Yeah. Rum and Red Bull, yes, I would indeed legalize all drugs. That was not just my libertarian position. That was that's just been my feels for forever. It is a very libertarian position, ending the war on drugs. You end the war on drugs, and you make them all safe and legal. Now, will I regulate them? Would I like to see penalties for people selling fake or bunk drugs? Yeah, there should definitely be some penalties for selling fake or bunk drugs or bad drugs or fentanyl-laced drugs. So I suppose it's ultimately rather complicated. I think that's number 3, get on your pony. Or is that number 2? Or are you cutting and pasting, or are you typing it out? I don't know, Spicoraptor, but okay. So anyway, Vermin Supreme's 62-point plan to combat the zombie apocalypse invasion. Number 1, brush your teeth. Number 2, get your pony. Number 3, get on your pony. That's a good another step, really. So I'm okay with that. Either way, it works. All right, so now that we've achieved Middle East peace in the Middle East, it rhymes, so I'll go with it, by moving Israel to Wyoming and Palestine to Texas. It just makes perfect sense to me, really. And Puerto Rico, I guess Puerto Rico can stay where it is, but it will be the 53rd state. Man, they may as well pay their taxes and vote and all that stuff. They probably do pay taxes. They get screwed. Anyway, at least Donald Trump threw some paper towels at them, so there is that. And we're going to get on with the news of the day immediately, starting soon. In the meantime, I'm drinking my hot coffee. You are watching High Noon with Vermin Supreme live on the YouTube. And that only proves to me that you are a very, very intelligent person. Now, I got to say, the weeks fucking fly by. The weeks fly fucking by. Okay? It seems like it was only last Saturday that I was telling you all about me registering for the presidency up in New Hampshire and all those things. And, okay, once again, of course, Fedor Shinkarenko obviously trolling me. What will we do with the donkeys and their owners in our beautiful future? Oh, no, okay, that's a straightforward question. I thought you were teasing me. But donkeys, let me say this. In the transition times, all things are possible. Okay, all things are possible. And during the transition times, people might have to make do with donkeys. Ultimately, they'll be phased out, I think. Either that, or they will be reclassified as donk ponies. Donk ponies. That way, and once again, that's some standard legislation, renaming things that, as different things. It's done all the time. And so, yeah, that would be very simple to do. Donk ponies. Thank you. Once again, Rum and Red Bull did the mandatory toothbrushing stem from a pet peeve. I had no peeves with my pet. My pet was very nice kitty cat. But let me tell you this about that. The mandatory toothbrushing law actually stemmed the fucking inspiration for the mandatory toothbrushing law was when Massachusetts, because I'm in Massachusetts, enacted a mandatory seatbelt law. And that was like, okay, it's a good idea, buckling up for safety, but did it need to be legislated? Did it need to be law? Did it need to have penalties for failure to comply? And I thought to myself, and there was this really nice bumper sticker, okay? It was a bumper they put out and it said, buckle up, it's the law. It's the law. And that phrase really stuck out in my head. It's the law. It's the law. And I thought to myself, what could be a stupider or more ridiculous thing that we could regulate at the under the guise and color of the law? And that I came up with toothbrushing. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. It's the law. It's the law. It's the law. And really, it was just that coupling of those two phrases, really, that was the initial mandatory toothbrushing promotion. And it did appear in my 1987 mayoral run pamphlet in Baltimore, Maryland. It did reference that. Absolutely, Jared. I concur. Jared, man, we look forward to working with you, let me tell you. For sure. We do have, because it's a real campaign, because we do have a lot of real things that we try and get done, and we also have a lot of fun because a lot of it's imaginary. I mean, the pretend parts are fun because, ponies and shit, donkeys. Yeah. But the real parts, like, doing things and getting on ballots and raising money and hustling up funds and shit like that, goddamn. I'm looking at my nose here, it's like, because when you get older, so your body parts start changing, and old people, and the ears and the nose, it doesn't stop growing, and it's okay, but I'm seeing my nose is doing some weird things, man, getting that big old man nose thing happening. What can you do? Well, thank you very much, Jared, because, sometimes I have a difficulty defining the cause because it operates on so many different levels, always has. And sometimes I sort of drift away from being easily able to grasp the entirety of it all, with the overarching theme, which is having fun, being humorous, and making a critique on things, critiquing the political system, to reflect my own anarchist beliefs. And I think that, everything else sort of spins off from there and builds up from that. But you got to keep a focus and eye on that kernel, the basic baseline, what it's really all about, and then take everything else and then prioritize it, I guess. So there is that. Hey, Memberberry. Hello. Well, thank you very much, Memberberry. And hopefully, maybe you could all do me a favor. If you could watch a few of the videos here on the YouTube channel. We are trying to monetize it, and we have to get a certain number of viewers every month or some shit like that. And so I got my guy, Justin, thank you, Justin, who is doing, creating all those little snippets that you've been seeing lately. And so we're going to try and see if we can't turn YouTube into a passive income stream for the campaign, which would be super cool. So Memberberry, that would be very cool, because then not only would we profit as profits, but we might literally monetize or profit what we do. And wouldn't that be something? Keeping in mind, sometimes it's hard to figure out what we do, what we're doing, and I don't know why we do it exactly. But be that as if you're in New Hampshire, I don't know if anybody's up here in New Hampshire, but there are 2 parades coming up, and we are going to be part of them. They are the holiday parades in Nashua on the 25th of November and December 2nd in Manchester. So that's what we know that we will be doing. So that's something, if you know anybody up in New Hampshire, let them know. And we'll be putting out the event pages very shortly, very shortly. So this is pretty good. I'm stringing it along, and of course, we're going to get to that thing. We're going to get to Bootgate. I say it in a few more minutes. Totally Bootgate. Thank you very much, Jared. I hope that you will stay in touch and be in touch and volunteer on the campaign, and I hope that Spyco catches up with you and stuff and like that. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. And coffee's getting a little cool. It's a nice day out. It's pretty mild. I'm liking it. No rain, so that's good. Bought some tarps yesterday at the job lots. Going to tarp out my shacks because the shacks need tarps because I'm not going to have enough time or inclination to bust out the roll roofing, if you know what I'm saying. Yes, so we're just going to try and get through the winter with tarps on the roofs, and I know we've all been there, on our shacks. So that's just an aside about things on my list of things to do in my personal life, which have nothing to do with the campaign. And but that's fair. It seems like some of you are interested in that sort of minute detail of my day-to-day living experience. So there you go. That was a little tidbit for you. All right. I'm going to swill down a little more coffee. Dr. Lenny time. It's Lenny time! It's Lenny time! It's Lenny time! Hey, everybody, it's Lenny time! Doctor. Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Lenny time. Yeah, okay. All right. Finish up my coffee here. Just pick my nose a little bit real quick so you didn't see it. I hope you didn't notice that. Okay. Let's see. Cancel. I'm wondering, I should really check out the effing chat viewing options. Oh, you know what I should... Oh, I forgot. Yes. I always forget to do the raid thing on Twitch, and I always forget to use up the filters. Hi, I'm Vermin Supreme. I'm talking to you from the distant past when everything was in black and white. Okay. Had a beautiful sunrise this morning. Whoa, dance party. That's too fucking insane, really. I like it sometimes when I'm doing bits. But let's go with the bubbles. Hey, Kutamo. It's good to see you. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for popping by. Good to see you. Oh, and that's what I forgot to tell you, beautiful people. Is that I just mentioned the parades, that we're having a couple parades up in New Hampshire, holiday parades, and we're going to make a Vermin Supreme thing. My friend Mock from way back is a giant puppeteer. He builds giant puppets, and he is going to build me a large Vermin Supreme puppet. We are going to have a large Vermin Supreme puppet in the parades. So this is a beautiful thing because even if I can't personally make it to a parade, we can have the giant puppet up in New Hampshire to make the appearance. So that's going to be really cool. Stay tuned for information on that. Let's see. Okay, Memberberry asking me about feeding things in your yard. Good stuff. Stuff that ain't going to make them sick. I mean, quite frankly, just sort of leaving out your compost pile will attract all the rats in the neighborhood and raccoons. I mean, we have our bucket of compost is usually right outside our yard, and that, it seems like the raccoons really like whatever we put in there, and not so many rats these days, but, I mean, they're there, and chipmunks and stuff, or... what do I look like, Google? I would. That sounds like a question for a search engine, really. I'm Not going to tell you if you're feeding marsupials, they'll pretty much eat anything. Cats won't eat anything, but you know, some of the other things will. Hey, Del Boy, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Oh, shh, don't tell anybody that I'm really Gandalf. Okay. Let's see. Memberberry campaign events in Tennessee or Kentucky. Well, let me tell you this. I am intending on doing some touring. I'm going to be doing some touring this winter and in the spring. And yes, I will be getting up to Tennessee and Kentucky. So yes, absolutely. If you want to send a note on the side, tour, T-O-U-R, tour at vermin2024.com. Remember, kids, I'm putting together a tour, and I might come to your town. So what you want to do is drop me a note to tour, T-O-U-R, at vermin2024.com. Now, once again, of course, it's not the word tour and then spelled out. I was just spelling it out for you. So it's tour, T-O-U-R, parentheses. No, well, not. Okay, tour at vermin2024.com. And if you have a venue for me to appear at, or if you want a house party, drop me a line to there, okay? The UP, Kuro, I'm going to do the UP. Going to be doing the UP. Not Northern Ontario, unlikely. But the UP is going to be next summer. So the next summer is going to be our Midwest tour. It's going to be the Midwest tour. Okay. Killer Cuddles. Killer Cuddles. Oh, are you talking... Killer Cuddles. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the McRib? The McRib video? I don't know. Anyway, yes, the McRib video. Thank you. Thank you. And I am pro-choice. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm not, killing babies. Not necessarily. Okay, Kansas, probably not this go-around, but all things are possible. That could be a later date. But you should definitely send me your information anyway, just because. Killer Cuddles, happy Saturday to you. Let's see, and of course, it's not really up to me. Greetings all over Europe. Oh, greetings all over Europe. Nice. Thank you very much, Ralpheus12345. Appreciate it. Thanks for the thankfulness. And let's get to Jesse's. Oh, a professional douche video. Nah. You'll have to show me that one. I thought you were referencing the McRib is back, and I was the professional douche in that instance, but I guess not. But that's a really good one, I must say. Jesse Smith, once again, thank you for hooking me up. Number 2, yes, I do plan on trolling DeSantis for his boot comments. Oh, right, that's what I was going to talk about. Bootgate, fucking Bootgate. Can you believe that Ron DeSantis said that he would wear a boot on his head to the debate if Donald Trump shows up? That's fucking amazing, isn't it? I mean, really? So I have been trying to milk it for all it's worth. I got a little bit of coverage in Queerty and a couple other minor media outlets pointing out that the fact that that was my shtick. A lot of people on the internet, Twitter in particular, recognize the fact that Ron DeSantis was referencing me, whether he knew it or not. It's very difficult to say, but I'm sure he has been made aware of that fact. And so, yes, I will be having to search out Mr. DeSantis. Yeah, for sure. So I'm hoping Rod Weber made a couple video snippets, and there's been some very interesting reactions, and I do believe that it is a gift. And it's a gift to be simple, and it's like that passively earned media where I didn't even have to do anything other than exist. I think that says a lot about something. So that's a super fucking exciting shit. All right, well, I guess it's time. We're halfway in, so it's time to be smoking the fucking weed. Man, that weed looks like it's had better days. I might have to dip into another jar. But let's see if it does the job today, shall we? It's looking a little oxidized, really. It's almost looking like gold, like that Acapulco gold. Oh, maybe this is the Acapulco gold. Rum and Red Bull, number one. Well, really, because I don't want to be that high profile in my own town. I just live in a fairly small little town, and they have town meetings and a town council, and I got no interest in doing that. State rep, same deal. I have run for senator, U.S. senator, in my state. So that's about as local as I really want to get, you know? I mean, I'm just fine being just some other guy at the dump, okay? I'm at the town dump. I don't want to be everybody like, oh, look, it's that guy with the boot on his head, blah, blah, blah. Which happens anyway, but you know what I'm saying, right? And that's the main reason. Of course, I don't have a real interest in legislating. So there is that part, too. It's more about just, running for president immediately put me at the top of the heap. Running for president is a niche. It's a very small niche. Not many people do it. I mean, yes, maybe 400 people declare a year. You got your 15 real legit sort of candidates. And but by using that, by mining that, by using the New Hampshire primary, I've amplified my free speech political voice. So it's a tactical reason, because I can reach many more people pretending to run for president or running for president than I could running for all those other offices, trying to build up to that. Scuttles. Killer Scuttles. I gotta go Biden. He's fucking a scumbag, idiot, fucking nut job, and horrible, horrible person. But I think Trump is a lot worse. So that's harm reduction, lesser evil bullshit, and I likely won't be voting for either of them. But if I had my druthers, I'd rather have some fucking senile old geezer, fucking puppet run by a bunch of fucking neocons, and fucking some insane, narcissistic wingnut who's not me. Oh, no, timeout. If I put you in timeout, I hit the wrong button. Pretty much. That's pretty much the way that I operate. Sometimes I go and I just hit the wrong thing. So, yes, once again, of course, Vermin2024.com. If you want to volunteer or donate to the campaign, Vermin2024.com. And, of course, if you need a cameo, cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. Some cameo just came in. They're trying to rope me into some fucking drama. Vermin, can you read this exactly that and don't say anything else? And it's like... It's like I'm taking sides. I just say, listen, you're not going to rope me into some fucking drama for $25. That's not happening. So there are limits to what I will do on Cameo. I turned down Michael Heiss when he wanted me to endorse Dave Smith on Cameo. So, yeah. Hey, Jackson Dunno Nose. What do you knows? How's your nose? What do you know? What's your nose knows? You don't know? Don't know. Well, good to see you around. Thank you very much. Thank you for the encouragement. Doing my best for you, the public, and the American people. Okay. It's time. It's time, people. It's time. Hey, everybody, it's Glass Vermin. Hi, everybody, it's me, Glass Vermin. That's right, friends, it's Glass Vermin. The glassware that you can purchase at verminsupreme.com/shop. verminsupreme.com/shop. Or you can get there if you try really hard by clicking a lot of buttons at vermin2024.com. Okay? But be that as it may. Put the weed in my belly, suck my boot. You put the weed in my belly, suck my boot. You put the weed in my belly, suck my boot. So we've put the weed in the belly, and we're going to suck the boot after we look in the holes. Look, we're going to look in the old vermin hole. We're looking up the vermin foot hole. It's pretty cool with the bubbles. It's, very interesting. Some are really trippy. Okay, and let's look on the other side. See if we see any demons in there today or what's going on. Beautiful as always. I don't even know what, I mean, you get that fucking amazing orange shining through, and there's really no orange on the pipe other than those little arms. But when the sun's coming through it, we definitely get fucking full on orange and yellow. Very curious. Anyway, all right. Capital B got the trophy wipe loaded up, and I guess that's what he calls his, what they call their bong. So that's cool. All right, here we go. Here we go, people. Gonna suck on the boot. Get ready. Smoke them if you got them. Don't know where Red Roach is today. What the hell? God, that wife is. Oh, no wonder. Look, it's a very rare Adam Kokesh lighter. Souvenir lighter. Junk out of air. If I was going to hand out lighters, they would last forever. Jeez. It's all like a dream. It's a dream filter, people. Are you feeling it? Ooh. It's like a dream. It's all like a wonderful dream here. So we smoke us down some weed here at the weed portion. Because once again, a high noon, Vermin Supreme. High noon means that we drink coffee for the first half hour and we smoke the weed the second half hour. Sandra Smith, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you made it. And we are in the middle of smoking. Oh, grab the wrong lighter again. Okay, let's grab the right lighter. And of course, let's see. Can you see that? I bet you can. That is a hair from my chinny chin. That's right, friends. And when I am on tour, we have raffles, and I dip the hair in glitter, and people try and win it with the thing there. So maybe we'll do that online real fast. Maybe we'll have to figure out how to make a raffle online. All right, let's figure out how to make a raffle online. If we can do that, I bet we could raise some quick money doing that shit. All right. Yeah. Let's think about making that a quick down and dirty fucking deal. All right. Yeah. Okay. Because if we did a raffle, I bet we could sell some tickets. And if we can sell some tickets, well, yeah, then we can give away prizes. So it worked really well on tour, man. People loved their prizes. They loved the raffle idea, and they loved, they loved me. Let's face it. Thank you. Thank you for the love, people. Okay. And what's the gore? Patreon? We got a Patreon. I don't know what's up with it, though. So, hey, so it goes. Whoa. Whoa. Fun. All right. And now, let's try smoking out of the severed head, the severed floating head of Vermin Supreme. That's right. The floating severed head. Whoa. Hello, everybody. It's me, the floating severed head of Vermin Supreme, and today we're gonna smoke out of oh, hey there, Red Roach. There you are. I was wondering where you were. Running a little later. Okay. Got a little distracted. Okay, here we go. Okay, got the weed in there, and we're gonna spark this shit up. Anthony Bradbury at Rainbow Liquid Rainbow Glass. Rainbow spelt some R-A-Y. You know, we should have that link at the ready so we can share that one. You know what I'm saying, Sarah Meek? Because that would be doing him a solid. We could do some advertising for him there. And I think we should. LiquidRainbowGlass.com, I think. Aram Sound. I would be interested in that. I'd be interested in hearing more about that. I will tell you what, if you can drop me a line on Twitter to there, or my either of my Facebook accounts, and I will need a little more information, definitely a fair amount more information about what you have in mind, and that is not something that I would not say no to immediately. And of course, depending on your platform, what type of format, or I guess the actual platform that it's being streamed on or shown on. If you are making money off it, or if you're not, I might charge you a little bit of money for my troubles. Just saying, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'll do a podcast, but you got to pay me a couple $100. So I would happily debate on it, and a nominal appearance fee. If you can swing it, but let me know what's going on with it. Okay, I'm interested. Maybe I'll do it for less. Maybe I'll do it for more. Depends how I'm feeling, quite frankly. So thank you, Aram Sound. I definitely look forward to hearing about an unhinged debate panel, because it sounds like it could be some pretty wacky content. And so let me know who the other panelists are, I guess, and a little bit more, so we can do a little more vetting on it. So I'm not being next to not just unhinged but unsavory people, because that, of course, could it have been any more unsavory than the LP debates? Maybe. Okay, here we go. Once again, of course, the floating severed head of Vermin Supreme pipe. Yay. Anthony Bradbury made it. Glass artist. Met him recently on my tour. Oh, and once again, on tour. If you want me to come to your town, drop me a note. Tour at vermin2024.com. That's TOUR at vermin2024.com. Okay. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Shit, I keep picking up this Adam Kokesh lighter, and it doesn't work. This lighter, this Adam Kokesh lighter, seems to work as good as his campaign did. Hardy har har. Little joke at my friend Adam Kokesh's expense. Okay, now we're happening. Now we are like, there's no stopping us. Bootgate. Ron DeSantis said that if Ronald McTrump had the balls to show up at the debate, that Ron DeSantis would wear a boot on his head. What in the hell is going on with that cray shit? Hey, Jess Smith, of course, and of course you know Adam Kokesh, of course. Pretty obscure inside baseball reference for probably 90% of the viewers, but yes. Don't know what Adam's doing these days, He once asked me, what people thought of him when they thought of his name, and I had to be pretty straightforward, and I said, little unsavory. And I think that was a fair assessment, a fair thing to say, because he asked me, and I told him, and it's not like I called him sketchy. Yeah, no, for sure. And once again, people are mixed bag. We like some of the things that some people do, but sometimes there's that fucking... And that was the whole thing about the Libertarian Party. Oh, well, if you agree with us 80% on things, then we should work together on issues. But then you take a hard look at that other 20%, and it's like, oh my God. So that's why I find myself in a pretty difficult position these days, because back in the day, I was more than willing to work with a lot of people and overlooking a lot of their flaws. But now I'm like, Jesus Christ, look at that fucking flaw. Be that as it may, I do give him props. I do give Adam props, even if he totally miscalculated on the speaking at the straight pride rally and all that bullshit. And I warned him, and I told him straight up, no, don't do that, asshole. And I didn't call him asshole. I was being nice at the time. I said, don't do it. It's not a good idea. I counseled him. But I really, really, really like the fact that he got pepper sprayed at Straight Pride, number one. So there was that. And number two, and only because it was like instant karma. And number two, when he did that dance, when he was dancing with Medea Benjamin from Code Pink at the Lincoln Memorial, because apparently at the Lincoln Memorial, it's not legal. It's illegal to dance. And they did a dance in, and Code Pink, Medea Benjamin, and Adam Kokesh, and other people were doing dancing, and they got their asses fucking slammed to the ground by the fucking park police. So that was pretty intense. Craig Harris, good morning. Loving California, loving you. Donald Shula, nice to see you. Thanks for popping by today. Appreciate it. So true, so true. Yeah, smoke a joint, and we're just puffing away, and we got another 10 minutes for today's exciting episode. Tomorrow we'll be on Twitch, and let me tell you, let's talk about demoralized. I was like on Twitch last Sunday, doing the Twitch thing, and it's like, okay, I was feeling pretty good, had probably like 10 viewers, which is, it's pretty good for my Twitch thing. And then I was getting ready for my raid, and then I like click on the raid button, and it's like, who should we raid with? And I start scrolling through all of the streamers, and they all had like thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of viewers, and the low end, on the low end, were people who had like hundreds and hundreds of viewers, like 800 and 600 and 400, 500, and I had like 10 viewers, which I appreciate my viewers. Don't get me wrong, and I like talking to a camera for an hour every Sunday, but it's very eye-opening and very awakening, because I know people like, originally it was like, Vermin, get on Twitch, you'll make all sorts of money, Goat versus Fish, he affords to live in his Los Angeles parents' basement and doing Twitch, and you can make lots of money on Twitch, and it's like, okay, fine, let's do Twitch, and all of a sudden I'm hooked into another hour every week, and I guess it would have to be a lot more, and I understand the Twitch, but on the other hand, Twitch only gives you 50% of the subscription. When people subscribe, they give a certain amount of money or whatever, or Amazon bucks or shit. And but you as a streamer only get half of that. I don't know what the YouTube deal is, but I do it for free on YouTube, so I don't really care too much. But we're gonna monetize this bitch. Just you wait. Okay, well, yeah, definitely do it, Aram Sound, for sure. I would be negligent if I didn't try and jack you up for a couple $100. You know what I'm saying? I still could. I mean, maybe you got it. Maybe you can afford it. Of course, people do donate to my campaign, and sometimes quid pro quo. Yeah, I'll give them the content they need. Anyway. Yes. Oh, no, that's true, too. It's all about the exposure. All about the exposure. Okay, well, send me a link, and I definitely look forward to, checking out your channel and stuff. It sounds like it could be fun. Could be fun. Super Mario Bra. Hi. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for popping by. We are just smoking a little bit of weed here through the Vermin severed floating head of Vermin Supreme pipe, and going at it. That's all I can say. And of course, Ron DeSantis says he will wear a boot on his head if Donald Trump debates him. And if Ronald DeSantis gets the cojones to debate me, I might wear a boot on my head also. So that would be very exciting, and that's a real reason to do it. Once again, of course, vermin2024.com, vermin2024.com. Be sure to visit, donate, volunteer or donate to the campaign today. I am on the New Hampshire presidential primary ballot. Things are happening. It looks like I'm going to be on the primary ballot in Nebraska and Minnesota for the Legalize Marijuana Now party. We're still waiting to hear from the National Law Party in Michigan. And there's still a number of other fringe parties that might put me on their fucking ballot. So if nothing else, I am going to be on a handful of ballots this year, and I don't know, it's pretty exciting. Why not? Well, there is that, Killer Cuddles, and that's why I'll be taking part in this very edifying debate with Aram Sound, and we're going to see about that. So yeah, the legalized marijuana now party. I'm giving them a shout out. So shouting out the it's legal marijuana now. Is it legalized marijuana now? Guess we better get that right. But legalized marijuana now. The legalized marijuana now party. And if you are in Minnesota or Nebraska and want to register with that party or work with that party, or if you want to form your own party in your own state and start that thing, reach out. Legalize marijuana now. It's a party that I am repping for the moment because that's what I do. I know which way the wind is blowing, and I know who's blowing me. So, and I know who I'm blowing in order. Wait a minute. That I didn't mean that. I just meant that, one greasy palm watches the other. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Quid pro quo. No. Okay. In any case, legalize marijuana now. It's a political party, and it's recognized. It has ballot access for on the presidential ballot and all the other ballots, and they are in Minnesota and Nebraska. So if you're in Minnesota or Nebraska, definitely check them out. Might want to change your voter registration affiliation. And if you're interested in starting or helping work and create a legalized marijuana now party in your state, reach out to us, and I will hook you up with the proper people. Legal marijuana now party. Thank you. Legal marijuana now. Thank you. Thank you, Jesse Smith. I thought it was, but then it went crazy. So yeah, legal marijuana now party. That should be pretty exciting. And March is their primary, from what I hear. So we'll be getting down to it. Super exciting things, and we'll see about the general election. Well, we got to start working Minnesota then. We still got some lead time, plenty of lead time. Right now, we really need to concentrate up in New Hampshire. We need to really reach out to different groups and subcultures and try and get their effing votes for that, because I could win it. I need to beat Marianne Williamson. I need to beat Dean Williamson, or else I won't win. Well, rum and Red Bull, safe crocodile sites so that they'll catch your skin as it falls off and shit like that. And isn't crocodile just some sort of chemical zombification? And if it is, well, by golly, I'm sure we can use it for the energy production field. Although I think I don't know. Crocodile. No, it's terrible. It puts us into that quandary where it's like, yeah, we'll legalize all drugs, let people do what they will. But on the other hand, Jesus fucking Christ, some people are going to be doing crocodile. So how do we deal with that? That's a good question. All right, Reverend, see, now that is a sensible. That's sensible. That's something that is just one step away. I mean, yeah, okay, it makes sense. It's progressive. It's a reform. Yes. So maybe if you're 18 for crocodile. Whereas some of the libertarian, get rid of all the laws. Let's get rid of all 5-year-olds on heroin and crocodile. Yay! Anyway, we're up at the 59-minute mark, so we're gonna wind it up here. Oh yeah. Where are you physically, Arm Sound? And once again, looking to put together a tour. If you want Vermin Supreme to stop in your town or a nearby town, or know a venue where I should be, things like that, drop me a note. Let me know. TOUR at vermin2024.com. TOUR at vermin2024.com. This winter we'll be doing a Deep South tour, I believe. We're going to be in Florida. We're going to be in North Carolina. We'll be in South Carolina for the primary. So if you are down that way, drop me a note, and maybe I'll stop by your house and have a house party with you. Fact, capital B, fact. Very true. Yeah, in a heartbeat, I'd be doing that, and it's fucking insane. It's stupid. Once again, it's one of those stupid goddamn things that Any president could have done. Donald Trump could have done it. Fucking Biden could have done it. Biden said he was going to do it. Biden didn't do it. Fuck them all. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Decrim, reschedule. Fuck it all. Okay, time's up. Ding, 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 ding. I got things to do, so I'm not going to lollygag around. If you want more fucking Vermin, tune in tomorrow. Twitch, high noon with Vermin Supreme on Twitch on Sundays, and of course on Saturdays here on YouTube. And do me a favor, like, subscribe, check out vermin2024.com, donate, volunteer. If you're up in New Hampshire, like I say, we got the parades coming up, the holiday parades. Tell all your friends. If you're in Minnesota, we're going to be on the primary ballot. Nebraska, I believe, also, and all of those things. So if you also, all your friends in New Hampshire, get them to vote for me. I'm going to be on the Democratic ticket. So that is super exciting. Super exciting things are happening. Ron DeSantis is going to wear a boot on his head. Things are fucking getting crazy. Melody, you can rewind. You can watch the rerun, or last week's, or tune in tomorrow at Twitch on time. But we're glad you popped by, Melody, for sure. And all the things, mutual aid makes America stronger. Be nice to each other. Call your friends. Touch base with your family. I mean, I say these things like, oh, geez, I better go call my fucking dad. All these things. Take nothing for granted. Be mindful. Love all. Do what thou will under the law, and be the law. And brush your teeth. It's the law. And appreciate your appreciation, appreciate your love, and loving you, and enjoy the fuck out of your day. All right, peace out, people, and take care.